like to use phrases to describe the placements. My phrase for Venus and Aries is love can happen in an instant. I also like the heat of the moment. That sounds like a very Venus and Aries phrase. And the last one is love is a battlefield. Hi friends, if you're new here, my name's Denise. I'm an astrologer, and when I'm not doing readings, I like to make videos that help people incorporate astrology into their lifestyle. The natal chart is like an owner's manual of self-discovery, and I share useful tips on how we can get the best out of our charts. I put out videos every single week, so if you like astrology and you're curious about how you can use it to live your very best life, I invite you to subscribe to my channel. So now getting into the video, Venus and Aries. Let's start first with what Venus is. Venus is a nocturnal yin receptive planet. So what does that mean? Nocturnal basically means that it is one of the planets that we can't readily understand logically. We more so have to connect with it emotionally or intuitively. And Venus basically represents the things that we like, that we're attracted to. Kind of like when somebody asks you like, hey, why do you like this? I don't know, I just like it. I like what I like. That is your Venus speaking. So mainly she represents three main things, as I already said. It is the things that we like or are attracted to, the things that we value, and also how we relate to other people. So how we mingle once we get past our ascendant. Remember though that your placements can be greatly modified depending on what they are. So let's just say your Venus in Aries is in the 12th house. You're gonna be like, Denise, this sounds nothing like me. Keep that in mind. If your Venus is in the 12th house, it's gonna sound quite different than if it was in the first house. If you also have a planet right next to your Venus, an aspect to it, if you have Pluto right next to it, it might be very different. So keep that in mind. This is just for the purest expression of Venus and Aries. Secondly, relationships aren't all Venus. So even though Venus is a component of what we want out of love relationships, keep in mind that in order for love to last, you want it to have other components to it and not just Venus, because Venus, love is a little bit superficial. Things that are more long lasting are going to have like shared values like Jupiter, or a shared set of rules and goals, which is like Saturn. So how does Venus and Aries relate? How do they relate to other people? So Venus and Aries is going to be loud. They're going to be like low-key bossy because the archetype of the warrior is very strong with any Aries placement, even if it is Venus. That's why I said low-key bossy, you know, not overtly, but you know, kind of. They love to have fun and laugh. They're also very daring. They even like to tease people a little bit just for fun. Like there's always like a spirit in Venus and Aries people that is gonna be like kind of like teasing you like a little kid on the playground. That is how they're gonna relate to other people. They're gonna tease you a little bit in order to play around with you. Since Venus is our passive energy, it is kind of a scent, a perfume that we put out there into the world. And this scent, this perfume is going to attract things and people to us. Whereas Mars is the way that we actively go out there and get the things that we like. Venus is something that just happens on its own. It is just there, like simmering, and other people pick up on it. That's why I like to call it like your perfume or your scent. And you're gonna attract different kind of people depending on what perfume you're putting out there. So Venus and Aries might attract partners who want to have fun. So you might not attract very serious people because the message that you're putting out there with that Venus is going to be very, you know, like fun. They see your bold Venus and Aries energy and they see it and they're just like, I want that. Whatever that person has, that passion, I want to be a part of it. And they want to live with you in that heat of the moment without really thinking about the future, because Venus and Aries doesn't really think about the future. Venus and Aries is about what I feel right now, the passion, the feelings, the emotion that I'm feeling right now. That is what Venus and Aries is about. And because this is the perfume you're putting out there, people are going to see that, they're going to be entranced by it, and they're going to go off with you in the heat of the moment. Always look back at the ruling planet and the symbol of the sign and the element in order to get a more complete picture of the placement. So Venus is in detriment in Aries because it is in the sign opposite its domicile. So Venus is at home in Libra, and because Aries is opposite of Libra, that means that it is in detriment. Domicile means home, detriment means, you know, bad, no bueno. So why might Venus be in detriment in Aries? Let's think about it. Like, why? Why does it not work there? Let me just, like, disclaimer. Venus is gonna be able to do Venus things in all of them because everyone has a Venus regardless of what sign it's in. It's just a matter of how comfortable is Venus gonna feel doing her Venus things. So Venus is supposed to be like your lady that is able to get you into clubs or able to make friends for you. That is what Venus is supposed to do. Kind of like your public relations specialist. That's who Venus is in your chart. So Venus is supposed to be pleasing, accepting, yielding. Do those things sound to you like Aries? Can you imagine Aries being yielding and diplomatic and accepting? No, I really can't. Aries is the warrior archetype, period. It doesn't matter that it's in Venus. So it's a strong, masculine, assertive energy. And because of that, the expression of Venus is gonna be a little bit quirky. And I mean, Venus and Aries people are not quirky, but there's something quirky about the way that this energy comes out. So what does Venus and Aries value? They really value passion. And this is because, again, they're ruled by Mars and they are a fire sign. So they're going to value passion and emotion. And with that, they're going to value aggression a little bit. They might be attracted to aggressive type of people because they want that passion and they equate emotion with the level of love that you have for them. If you act like very cool and like nonchalant, like you don't care, they might not be interested unless they're like, they have but more fire. They might be into like the thrill of the chase. But Venus is just the things that you value and that you find beautiful. So Venus in Aries is also going to like emotional people because fire is emotional. And this doesn't mean like crying like tears. They just want people who have strong feelings. They are attracted to passion in any regard. So that's the kind of people they're going to be attracted to. Physical passion is also very important to Venus and Aries. They are not into this whole like, what is that called? Platonic love. No, they want physical because Aries is a very physical sign. It rules the body, you know, first house, the body. So they are attracted to physical sort of passionate love. They also really value combat, again, because Mars is the warrior and Aries represents, you know, that warrior archetype. So they want somebody who's going to be willing to struggle and fight through any difficulties that come their way. And also somebody who's willing to fight in the relationship. They're not going to be attracted to somebody who just like, if Venus in Aries is being bratty and is trying to have a fight and the other person just kind of like ignores them or wants to walk off, they're not going to like that. They want somebody who's going to engage with them. They don't like being ignored. They value that struggle. And again, they're going to value somebody who's going to struggle with them when things get difficult, like to be on their side and fight with them when fighting is necessary. Venus also represents the things and the characteristics that you value within yourself and in others. So they really value their courage and their ability to be courageous in moments of difficulty or when things get tough or scary. They really value their ability to stand up and be courageous. And it depends on where their Mars is, how they will display this courage, but they value courage in themselves and in others, period. They also really value authenticity because remember that Aries is the sign of the self. So they want people who are authentic to themselves. They don't like, you know how Libra has a tendency to kind of hide themselves in order to not be offensive to others. So Libra will be more like, oh yeah, me too, I like that too. No, Aries does not like that. Aries likes somebody who's gonna be like, you know what, I actually don't like cheese on my beans. I'll not have that, you know. That was a really weird example. But somebody who's going to tell you the things that they really like, Venus in Aries is going to value that. They want somebody who's authentic and who's honest. So what do they bring and want in relationships? They bring fire and everything that has to do with fire, because this is the first fire sign. It is like fire in its infancy, so it's very baby-like. So they really value energy. They value people who have energy. They don't like people who are sluggish. Sluggish people kind of like it's like a drag for them. They're just like, your energy is a drag. They want somebody who's going to be energetic like they are and who's going to be passionate and lively like they are. They also really value, again, with this whole energy, they value movement. People who are going to be active and who are going to be active with them, who are going to be able to go along on one of their many adventures because they are adventurous. They also really value people who are motivated. Again, everything that has to do with fire and having, you know, a lot of life in your body and your personality, Venus in Aries is gonna like that. They're attracted to athletic types as well. They can be athletic themselves and they're attracted to people who are athletic. Why? Because athletic people are in motion and they are motivated and they like all of that. They see like their spirit, their fiery spirit, and they're attracted to it. Lastly, they want intensity in relationships, and not intensity in like the Scorpio way, even though they can get emotional and they can get, you know, fiery with you. They are going to want that in relationships. They bring that and they also want that. They also, what else do they bring? They also bring speed. They want things to move along fast. If they like you, you will know it and you'll know it pretty fast. I had several Venus and Aries friends. If they like somebody, they pretty much go and tell them like, hey, I like you, like, are we gonna hang out? Are you dating somebody? When a Venus and Aries person, or when an Aries person likes you, period, unless it's in the 12th house, they can be shy if it's in the 12th house, or if they have Pluto conjunct that Venus. But they're pretty much gonna tell you if they like you. They also need and bring to relationships independence. And they really need this, they really need independence, so they're gonna give you independence because they don't like people telling them what to do and being like, hey, you can't go here, you can't go there, you can't do this or that. They're not going to do it to you because they don't want it to be done to them, because Venus is very give and take. So Venus is a bit complicated in Aries, but I like that this is a very spunky combination. So Venus is a social, outward, feminine planet, but Aries is a masculine and assertive warrior planet. So this energy reminds me a lot of Xena the Warrior Princess. And it's just like, they want to aggressively be liked. They want you to like them. They're kind of in your face and they want to be liked. And sometimes this like rubs people the wrong way and people are like, they're just like, no, that's a weird energy. I don't like it. It's too much for me, because they're so passively aggressive. Like, it's not even a passive aggressive energy at all. They're not passive aggressive. That is more like Libra stuff. But it's like, without even speaking or without, their energy is very loud and people might be turned off by that, especially like Libra types might be turned off by that kind of energy. But I think it's quirky and it's interesting. It's very Xena the Warrior Princess. So I have a question for Venus and Aries people, and this is a serious question. So if you love boldness and you love assertiveness, how do you reconcile relationships, Venus and Aries? Because somebody has to lead. In order to have a leader, you need somebody else to be a follower. So if you're leading all the time, then the other person's gonna have to follow. And you don't like followers, you like leaders. So how does that work for you? I know that I'm a Mars in Aries and my husband is a Mars in Libra, and it just works very well because he'll go along, he'll go along with my flow. But how does it work for Aries people, Venus and Aries people? Because Aries is what you like, that's your Venus. You like this assertive energy, but how does it work? Can you put it away? Can you put your assertive little boss energy away in order to let the person that you like lead? Is that how it works? I'm curious. Let me know in the comments. So that's the video for today, guys. What did you think? Did I miss anything from Venus and Aries? Do you have any super cool Venus and Aries songs that you want to suggest? Did I live up to the, you guys waited until the very end. I'm so sorry. I'm never putting Aries at the very end because at the end it was giving me anxiety. I was just like, poor Aries is just waiting, and Aries is just, I know y'all can't wait, and I made you wait until the very end. I'm so sorry. And then I didn't have anything like spectacular to say because this is just, thank you so much for being here. I hope you liked the video. If you did, don't forget to smash that like button for good luck, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.